Hello children, welcome to your 7th standard chemistry class. We are learning chapter 9 soil. In the previous class, we learned about the soil and its importance only. Isn't it children? Yes. Dear children, do you have any idea about the formation of soil? How the soil is formed? Do you have any idea? You may have learned about this soil and its formation in your lower classes. In your, I think, in your fifth standard, you have studied about the soil, isn't it, ma? Yes. Then, how is the soil formed? The soil is formed when the rocks break down into smaller particles by the action of rainwater, winds, ice, plant roots, temperature, and climatic conditions of a place. Yes. How the soil is formed, ma? The soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of mainly wind, water, and climate. Yes, this process is called weathering of rocks. This process of the formation of soil from the rock is called the weathering. What do you mean by weathering, children? Weathering of rocks. Weathering of rocks means the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water, and climate is called weathering. Yes, weathering is a very slow process. Yes, the formation of soil from the rock takes thousands of years. Yes, it takes thousands of years for a huge rock to turn into fine particles. It takes thousands of years to form soil from the huge rocks. Do you understand, children? Yes. Then the nature of the soil, that means the texture and availability of minerals, depend upon the rock from which it is formed. Yes, the soil nature is depend upon the rock from which the soil is formed. Yes, this rock is often called as the parent rock. What is parent rock, children? From which rock the soil is formed. The source of the soil, that rock is called the parent rock. Yes. Then the nature of any soil depends upon the rocks from which it has been formed and the type of vegetation that grows in it. Do you understand the formation of soil, children? Yes. Soil எப்படி ஃபார்ம் ஆகுதுமா? Huge rocks break down ஆகுது. எப்படிமா break down ஆகும்? By the action of wind, water and different climatic conditionsனால huge rock பெரிய பெரிய பாறைகள் எல்லாம் என்ன ஆகுமா, கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமாக பிரேக் ஆகி நிறைய டைம் எடுக்கும் இந்த ராக்ல இருந்து சாயில் பார்ட்டிகல்ஸ் கிடைக்கிறதுக்கு. இட் டேக்ஸ் thousands of years. எஸ், the process, the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate is called the weathering of rocks. The process of breaking down of rocks is called the weathering. The process is called weathering. Do you understand, children? Yes. அந்த ராக்ல இருந்து கிடைக்கக்கூடிய சாயிலோட நேச்சர் எதை டிபெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்குமா? அதோட பேரண்ட் ராக் மீன்ஸ் எந்த ராக் பிரேக் ஆகி நமக்கு இந்த சாயில் கிடைச்சதோ அந்த சாயிலோட நேச்சர் மீன்ஸ் அதோட டெக்ஸ்சர் அண்ட் அதில் என்ன கைண்ட் ஆஃப் மினரல்ஸ் ப்ரெசன்ட் ஆகிருக்குங்கிறத எதை டிபெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்குன்னா, எந்த ராக்ல இருந்து இந்த சாயில் ஃபார்ம் ஆச்சோ அந்த ராக்கை டிபெண்ட் பண்ணியிருக்கும். தட் ராக் இஸ் கால்ட் பேரண்ட் ராக். Look at the picture, children. This picture shows the formation of soil. Formation of soil. How the soil is formed, children? The soil is formed by the breaking down of rocks by the action of wind, water and climate. Do you understand, children, how the rock is converted into soil? The rock is breaking down into smaller particles. This process, this breaking down of rocks into soil, the breaking down of rock is called the weathering. The process is called weathering. The soil is formed by the weathering process. Do you understand, ma? Okay, dear children, do you know the soil is composed of distinct layers and the layers of particles of different sizes present in the soil. Yes. To find out the different layers, we will perform one activity. That is activity 9.2 in our textbook page number 97. Okay, the children. What's the activity, ma? Take a little soil. Take a little soil. Break the clumps with your hand to powder it. Now take a glass tumbler, 3/4 filled with water, and then add a handful of soil to it and stir it well with a stick to dissolve the soil. Now let it stand undisturbed for some time. What will happen, children? After some time, after some time, when you observe it, you will see layers of particles of different sizes. You will see the different layers, and these layers contains the particles of different sizes. I will show you in the picture, children. Look at the picture, children. This picture shows the different layers of the soil. Look at the picture. The first layer contains the humus, then water, clay, sand, and gravel. And this word humus is new one to you, isn't it, ma? Yes. What do you mean by humus? Yes. Are there some dead rotting leaves or animals remain floating on water? Can you see the floating particles? That means the rotting dead matters. The rotting dead matter. The rotting dead matter, that means leaves or animal remains floating in water. This is called humus. Yes. What do you mean by humus, children? The rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus. Yes, this picture shows the different layers of the particles of different sizes in the soil. Do you understand, children? What do you mean by humus? The rotting dead matter in the soil is called the humus. That means the rotting leaves or animals remains floating on water. These are the rotting matter which are present in the soil. This is called humus. Okay, மாமா. அப்போ இந்த ஆக்டிவிட்டி என்ன பண்ணனா ஒரு கிளாஸ் வாட்டர் எடுத்துருக்குறோம். வாட்டர் எடுத்துட்டு அதில் சாயில் எடுத்து சமமுட்டா சாயில் எடுத்து நல்லா ஸ்டிர் பண்ணி வச்சுட்டு கொஞ்சம் நேரம் டிஸ்டர்ப் பண்ணாமல் வச்சுருந்தா இட் ஃபார்ம்ஸ் a distinct layer. Look at the picture. These are the different layers. That means humus, water, clay, sand, and gravel. Out of these layers, the humus is the um, new one to you, isn't it, ma? Yes. Humus means the rotting dead matter in the soil is called humus.